two, who is managing that steroids?
No one right now.
No one right now. How many pills do you have?
I have quite a few of the 2 milligrams,
Okay.
and I think the hospital called in a 4 milligram because the pharmacy called and said they had a whole bunch of prescriptions for us to pick up. So
I think if you will be taking 4 for 10 days and
10 days?
for 10 days,
okay,
it should help him.
That
feel
sounds good.
better. But at the end of this 20 days period, probably he will start feeling tired again with the
okay,
steroids. That's the time point to get the steroid related testing to diagnose and then start the physiological dose of the steroids, which is the hydrocortisone,
okay,
not dexamethasone.
okay,
Now, and I'm hoping during the next 20 days we will find a good balance with lenvatinib. In fact, you're on 4, so that gives you energy, going high dose and then eventually going down. I would say that don't stay on 18th more than 3 days. It's basically
3
to
days,
kick
okay.
it into the system, and then we can go down to 14. If you can stay on 14, that's great, but if not, it's better not to have a big blocks of hold instead of
Right.
going down to 10.
Okay,
Okay, and
should we do the scans
I was
next
going to say
week?
the gentleman that called me is the
I
one who
don't- I
said
don't
sometimes they give
Don't do it.
patients a break. So
yes,
Yeah,
we do give a
um,
break. That's okay.
and
especially
the
if you haven't
MRI
had-
that they did on Friday also showed that there was some more improvement since the one 2 weeks prior,
Yep.
which was nice to hear also.
Exactly. So that's actually all these are good news that we are on the right direction with the regimen. And I'm seeing that he has an appointment with the radiation oncology in July. So that, and then June 21st, he has another MRI.
Yeah,
So
and so you
that
want to
is-
keep that at June 21st.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
we wanted
June
to know that
21st.
also.
If someone else wants to do another MRI for the Parkinson and other things, that's definitely fine.
Okay.
If he has any acute change in terms of neurologically, headache, vomiting, etc., that's definitely fine.
Okay,
So extra MRI wouldn't hurt, but
okay,
in terms of us for the cancer, we know that now lenvatinib and everolimus works. So we need to go back to that with one way or the other.
okay.
Good.
That sounds good.
Great.
Any questions?
Nope.
Well,
We were gonna ask, for the sake of him,
Mhm.
the hospital stay this weekend was because of his blood pressure, and like every
Blood
time they'd
pressure
lay
drop?
him from
Mhm.
down to up and then standing, it dropped below 20.
Mhm.
No, so
Okay.
they kept him. They put 4 bags of fluids in. They're
Actually
concerned, or
5.
5. They were
That's it.
concerned about the dehydration.
Yeah.
Is
So
it so much dehydration, or is it the medication he's on?
No, it's actually another reason why he's having, so that's orthostatic hypotension
Okay.
with the positioning. That's also somewhat can be seen with the adrenal insufficiency.
Okay.
So probably I would say that ideally this workup should have triggered checking the cortisol while he's in the hospital. So you can tell them next time if you will go back or even plan seeing the primary care physician before that. So that this way he will have a diagnosis, he will have a hydrocortisone. Giving extra fluids is not the right answer for him. Do you drink enough?
I felt like he drank enough
How many
because
bottles do you drink?
when I have my alarm set for 8 times a day to give him a pill.
Uh-huh.
He drinks a full glass of water,
Great.
not a bottle, but a full glass of water
Okay.
every time. So he's getting those 8.
Okay.
Then breakfast, lunch, dinner, he drinks like some Gatorade. So
Perfect.
he's getting that on
Yeah.
top of that.
I think
But
this is quite good
yeah,
then.
but they said they claimed that he was dehydrated, and so they wanted to keep him all weekend at pumping through of all these fluids.
Maybe I can't speak that he was not dehydrated when he was in the hospital. Maybe he was dehydrated, and if they hydrate him and if they solve that blood pressure problem, that's great. But still, what I feel is their extra cortisol check would be necessity.
Okay, yeah, because the blood pressure was still dropping this morning when he
Even-
got up. So
even,
even after
Even
the
after.
5 bags. So
I
that's
see,
why I was like,
okay.
I don't know, is this
So,
working?
After 5 bags, while you're on the steroids, still having a low blood pressure.
Yes.
So that's another reason actually to think about another medication, which is called midodrine.
Yep. That's what my girlfriend, who is a nurse,
Oh, okay.
had
So he's not
suggested.
on midodrine.
No.
Okay. So we can actually prescribe him some midodrine, so that will help him but this is more positional, right?
Yeah, they're concerned with the fact that he fell or he has some instability, that it was dehydration and the blood pressure dropping and whatnot.
Yeah. So now the problem is this: midodrine will mask him having low blood pressure from adrenal insufficiency. So that's why we need to be on top of it. Even if you'll prescribe the midodrine, we need to make sure that when he's off the steroids, keeping up with hydration, and when off the steroids, cortisol needs to be checked, that we will have an idea. Because eventually one of the way that we pick up the people with adrenal insufficiency is hypotension. But now we will be masking that hypotension with
A
midodrine,
medication.
with the medication. Another thing is, I'm looking at the other medications. So he's not using any other kind of blood pressure medication. Lenvatinib, since you're off the lenvatinib is usually increasing your blood pressure. So
He's never had to take any blood pressure medicine. So.
in general, the lenvatinib is increasing the vascular tension
Yes.
and increasing the blood pressure. So before going to midodrine, because I don't want to do too many chains at the moment, why don't you go back to lenvatinib? That will increase your blood pressure, right? Artificially, which is not something we want, but it would be at least knowing the new status quo. If you will see that, well, actually, even with lenvatinib, your blood pressure is still low, in that case, we can think about the adrenal insufficiency or midodrine addition.
Okay.
So, this thing, how's your relationship with your primary care physician? Is
Actually,
So
nothing.
we just see a PA, so we don't actually see a physician,
Okay.
if that's okay.
so more importantly here is the timing of the events
Okay.
to monitor and do the right testing. Right now, the danger would be that I can prescribe midodrine, but when I prescribe it, he starts the lenvatinib, his blood pressure will go high, midodrine will make it worse, now he will have a high blood pressure problem.
Okay.
So that's why we should keep checking his blood pressure every day.
I do that.
Perfect. And then take a log of that with lenvatinib or without lenvatinib. And if ever he will need additional midodrine, this ideally should start while he's in the hospital or being seen by someone
Okay.
with an evidence of the low blood pressure.
Can monitor that
Yes.
more
Yes.
closely.
Right, like with an evidence of that saying that so for example, today his blood pressure is good, right? Me prescribing midodrine and lenvatinib presuming
Yep.
is going to be not to the right direction. So the better thing will be that he's on lenvatinib, despite that he's having low blood pressure, he's going to either ER or the primary care physician who's checking the blood pressure and seeing that it's low, doing the adrenal insufficiency testing, checking the cortisol, confirming that why he has a low blood pressure because of the low cortisol, starting the cortisol replacement. Good, so we solved the puzzle number one.
Okay.
If the cortisol is normal, then checking the blood pressure and then starting the midodrine, monitoring and seeing that with midodrine it improved. Great, so then we solved problem number two, that maybe independently you have developed orthostatic blood pressure.
Okay.
Also knowing that this is not something that I'm an area of expert, someone with Parkinson tend to have some, which again he didn't have a definitive diagnosis, some orthostatic blood pressure problems as well, which is also going to be coming in the bundle of the complexity.
Fun.
Good?
So-
Ready to go home?
No. So
Well-
if
Not
we
yet.
wanted to give him any his neurology.